The deadline set and publicly declared by Union Home Minister Amit Shah of eradicating left wing extremism for the country is gone by. But what is the current situation of the LWE in Bastar, which used to be their den and their hotbed for more than 4 decades? For all these aspects, joining us right now is Bastar Range Inspector General of Police, Mr. Sundarraj Pattilingam. So, my first question is, what is the current status? How many armed cadres are still absconding? How many of them are still out of your grasp? And are you looking for them in the jungles, or since the deadline is over, your operations, your preparations, everything is over? What is the current status?
Government of India, state government of Chhattisgarh, and other left-wing extremism affected state governments, they had a clear mandate and objective to bring an end to this left-wing extremism by March 2026. All the stakeholders, they worked towards this objective, and in the last couple of years, we had a decisive operational outcomes, not only in Bastar region, but in other neighboring LW affected areas also. We had a very reasonable, good operational outcomes. And because of all the coordinated efforts, now in April 2026, we are in a position to safely and comfortably make a claim that Naxal problem has come to an end in most part of the country. Only in few small pockets, handful of cadres, they're left out, and we are trying to reach out to them also. And we are hopeful in the days to come, those few cadres also will shun violence and join the mainstream. That includes one Politburo member in Jharkhand, Misir Basra, and few other local level cadres in Bastar region and other parts of the country also. But we are very hopeful that they also will take a right decision in the days to come, because they are left with no other option. They also should take a right decision, join the mainstream, or else like our security forces are working towards this goal of clearing the Naxal problem in another few days, and we would be achieving that mission. So like most of the work has been completed, and the remaining work also would be completed in the next few days.
Right. Sir, in our previous conversations, we met, and our interview happened last time in May when General Secretary Vasavaraju was killed. You said that nobody will come forward to take claim of the General Secretary post after his encounter. Sir, looking back 1 year later, and how do you make the assessment that did that encounter of Basavaraju led to the rapid downfall of the outfit? How do you see that?
May 2025, Abujamad encounter, that was an important decisive day for the history of anti-naxal operation in the entire country, because the head of the CPM Maoist outfit, Basavaraju, was General Secretary of the organization. He got neutralized in that encounter. After that, lot many other senior Maoist cadres, including Madhvi Hidima, Ganesh Uike, K. Ramchandra Reddy, K. Sudhakar, Satyanarayan Reddy, and in other parts of the country also, Vivek Manji, and few other top level cadres, they got neutralized in various other encounters. Dead bodies of these cadres has been recovered by the security forces, and many other like central committee members and Politburo members, including Bhupati, Devji, Chandranna, Sujata, Vasudev Rao. All these cadres, they left the organization and joined the mainstream. So the entire top Maoist leadership got wiped out. The outfit has become leaderless and clueless, and the remaining local level cadres also, they came out in large numbers. Like we had this initiative called as Puna Margam, Puna Vasa, Puna Jivan. In this initiative, like more than like 700 cadres, they joined the mainstream in last 7 months only. If you see the 3 years figure, like more than 3,000 cadres, they have left the Maoist outfit and they joined the mainstream. The difference in the last 7 months were that they are coming out with weapons also. Earlier, the Maoist cadres, they run away from the camp hideout. They come and contact the police force and they join the mainstream. But since October 2025, that was the first incident like where 210 cadres, they came out with 153 weapons in Jadalpur. They joined the mainstream. Later, then there were many other occasions where in Kankar, in Bijapur, in Sukma, Dantewada, Narayanpur, all these places, cadres came out in huge numbers with lot of graded weapons also. The floodgate got opened like in October 2025. So like the Maoist leadership now totally at the top level, at the state committee level, even in the local level also, totally it has become leaderless. Only the last senior most Maoist cadre was Papa Rao, who joined the mainstream on 25th of March 2026 in Bastar range. After that, there's no top level commander left out in the Maoist outfit. only few handful of cadres in small pockets. They are still like in the jungle, and we are trying our best to bring them also to the mainstream. If they are not able to listen to this offer, then the law will take its own course, and we are hopeful like in the days to come, like totally the Maoist ideology as well as the cadres also will be wiped out from the history of like a left-wing extremism in the country.
Okay. Sir, we have seen the numbers, the officials' records. Number of encounters, number of surrenders, all have increased multifold over the last couple of years and this year as well. What has changed significantly in the past 2 years? What is there any new strategy? We have reported on the opening of camps, but this could have happened earlier as well. So, what has changed in the last 2 years?
There has been few decisive movements in the last couple of years. One being the operation of Basavaraju, where the head of the Maoist outfit, his dead body was recovered after the encounter in Abujamat jungles. Then another was the Koragutlu Hills operation. The last safe hideout of Maoist, it got like cleared. It was in the interstate border of Chhattisgarh and Telangana. There was a well coordinated operation. It was a 21-day long operation in spite of tough terrain, difficult climatic conditions. Our men, they conducted a committed operation, and we recorded dead bodies of 31 Maoist cadres. And Maoist cadres, they have to abandon that place and look for some other new places. But all those places also, there has been extensive operation. So Maoist, they didn't have any place to run and hide. So that was another decisive movement in this entire like LW related operations. And declaring the deadline of 31st March 2026, that made our team and our entire stakeholders to orient themselves towards the target. Like all the resources has been mobilized accordingly, all the manpower has been channelized accordingly. There is best of the interstate coordination, there has been best of the inter-force coordination. Intelligence inputs also was flowing in at right time. Like our commitment of our men and the team, it was too high in the entire process. So even the local native population, they came out like openly to support the cause. So all these factors like guided by the government's policy and the headquarters, like both state police headquarters as well as the force headquarters of different paramilitary forces. It was a synchronized effort from all the direction. Finally, we could see the day like 31st March 2026, wherein like we are in a position to claim that Maoist movement has almost come to an end, and the remaining work would be completed in the days to come.
Understood. So you came to Bastar first as an additional SP rank officer in 2005. We are talking in 2026. 20 years have passed. How do you compare the Bastar of 2005 to Bastar of 2026?
This left-wing extremism problem was existing for almost last 40 years. For 4 decades, like people of Bastar, like that time they were part of Madhya Pradesh state, and since 2000 we are part of Chhattisgarh state. We have been facing this challenge, particularly the police force. Like initially to start with, there has been a lot of resource crunch. We didn't have so many manpower. We didn't have so many police stations or camps. Mobility was also restricted. So there have been a lot of other challenges also. We have seen those days like where we were not having much like strength to fight this problem. But over the period of time, government like sanctioned additional forces. If we talk from 2005 onwards, like, for example, when I was SP Narayanpur in 2006, that time the entire district has only local police personnel of 90. We didn't even reach the 3-digit figure, but later like government sanctioned few more police stations, new teams has been sanctioned. Like finally today we are in almost 2000 plus strength in Narayanpur. So that process was a very organic and like a continuous process. But that time like there was a lot of crunch in resources, like a situation was even more challenging. But our teams, they were too committed. The government also was focused to resolve this problem, and we received support from all the stakeholders like local administration, the village elders, the native population, even the media personnel, and other like stakeholders for security protocol. I could not name all those stakeholders, but we got like good support from all concerned. So like finally the process kept on evolving. Like in 2015 DRG was created. It was inducted into the field. Then later, like Bastariya Battalion was inducted by the CRPF. More other paramilitary forces like CRPF, BSF, ITBP, SSB coming into this sector. Then we had this Bastar Fighters, two editions, Bastar Fighters. Even like 2026 budget also, government sanctioned like more police stations and Bastar Fighters. So all this together, like it gives more power on the ground. So finally we could achieve this target, and fortunately I could be part of this journey, like since 2005 till 2026, this 21 years of journey, like I could play a small role along with my team. Like fortunately I have a committed team also, right from all the SPs and others paramilitary force officials, and my team members including the constables, assistant constables, all the ranks, like they were too committed for this cause, and the outcome was in front of everyone. So at this point of time I would like to remember like the martyrs who made the supreme sacrifice. More than like 1400 of our men, they lost their life protecting the land of Bastar. Even like 2100 civilians and the public representatives, they also got killed because of left-wing extremism related violence. So we remember all these martyrs and the native population. So like finally like, we could like reach this milestone, and hopefully in the days to come, like Bastar will be having more positive and vibrant identity. It has a previous like history of lot of violent activities, but in the days to come it will be remembered for the rich cultural heritage, for the waterfalls, for the ecotourism and other like beautiful scenario existing here. Bastar will be remembered for all this positive identity.
Understood. My final question to you is, you talked about DRG. That was a specialized force created to tackle the LWE menace. So, what is the role of DRG going forward? Now that the operational bit of the LWE is ending, at least the armed faction of it is ending. So, what is the role that you are envisaging for the DRG? What are they supposed to do? What is their future?
DRG, Bastar Fighters, Bastariya Battalion, men and women, all these were the X factors in the entire operation, well supported by the CRPF, BSF, ITBP, SSB, Chhattisgarh Police, STF, all these special teams also, whether Cobra was there. But the X factor was the local boys and girls who got an opportunity to serve their own people, serve their own land, because they are well versed with the local customs, local language, local terrain. They also know how Maoist operate, that guerrilla warfare tactics was known to them. So this gave an operational edge to us. Now the task is almost over. DRG, Bastar Fighters, and other like we call as DSF, District Strike Force, all these local forces, they will be reoriented and retrained to do the basic policing work, because like we have to open up few more police stations. Now we have more camps than the police stations. The days to come, like in the strategically important locations, we have to open new police stations. We need more manpower to manage these police stations, and we have to focus more on the basic policing aspect. Policing job will never come to an end. Like it will have different kind of requirement. Like now it was the operational requirement. The days to come, it will be a like crime prevention, crime investigation, traffic management, cyber security, security of children and women. There will be different verticals where this DRG personnel, Bastar Fighter personnel, and other like local forces, they will be reoriented, retrained, and they will be ready for the basic policing kind of activity. And we are hopeful like they will be giving their best, like how they have given for the operational duty in the days to come. Like in the basic policing function also, they will be giving their best to serve the people of Bastar. So through your viewer, I would like to invite them all to come and see Bastar for themselves, because till recently Bastar was known for various like violent activities because of the left-wing extremism, because of the ID blast and all. But we have a lot many things to see in Bastar: Chitrakoot, Nambi waterfalls, Handawada waterfalls, Dolkal Hills. Bastar Dashara in itself is a unique festival which lasts for 75 days long festival. So we have a lot of other like events like Bastar Olympics, Bastar Pandum, Bastar Heritage Marathon. All these events also were conducted in the recent past. We had a lot of active participation, not only from the native population, from many people from outside Chhattisgarh, even from other parts of the world also. They came and they saw for themselves the Bastar, and we like to invite other viewers also. They should come and see Bastar for themselves. They have lot many to explore in Bastar. Thank you.
Surely, there will be people from India who will be looking forward to coming to Bastar. Thank you for your time and coming on the print. So here, Mr. Sundarraj Pattilingam was giving a brief account of the past, the present, and the possible future of Bastar. With video journalist Suraj Singh Bist in Jagdalpur, I am Mayank for the print.